What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So this is where we at now. Listen, look, we're covering Tiffany Henyard real quick and things like that. I mean, it's so much that this woman has been involved with this past year and some change. And, of course, the almost 2 years, it's ridiculous. She's did so much in that little township and also that mayorship in Dalton and things like that. It's no way back for her. And now, of course, the community wants her removed, things like that. The investigation is real and it's crazy out here. But yes, it's just time for her to go. I don't understand how she's trying to hold on so hard like this, but I guess it's so hard to give up power, Yeah, it's hard to give up power, but we're going to go here now. We're going to check this out. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Tensions escalate over the allegations of mismanagement in the south suburbs. Local officials and community members are asking the state to remove Tiffany Henyard from office.
Move comes days after a brawl broke out during a Thornton Township meeting. WGN's Emmy Victor joins us now live with the latest on that. Emmy.
Well, Ray and Micah, this was a packed Zoom call. At least 300 people joined today to discuss Tiffany Henyard. And these are people who say they are tired of her and they were appalled by Tuesday's fight. So they're now calling on the governor and other state officials to remove her from office.
This evening, the fallout continues from a fistfight at a Thornton Township board meeting earlier this week. Hundreds of people joined a Zoom meeting to call on state officials to remove Tiffany Henyard from her 2 elected positions, Thornton Township Supervisor and Mayor of the Village of Dalton.
So I plead today, alongside everybody involved, that the governor and the state's attorney give the people what they already said they wanted, and that was for them to step up and remove this so that it doesn't go on another day.
Now, my question is here, with all this that's been going on in Dalton and with this township the past year and some change and things like that, why haven't the governor and the state's attorney actually did any type of investigation so far? Why haven't they dipped their nose into this situation? Why haven't they understood the people's cry of what Tiffany Henyard has been doing to this town and the township and I mean Dalton and the township and things like that? Why haven't, because I mean they see the news too. I know they know what's going on. I know the governor and the state's attorney, I know they know what's going on. They've been knowing what's going on. So what the hell is going on with these people to where they want, but we already see what the governor of Illinois is about. He's too busy trying to protect illegals and get all their and get Chicago and get Illinois taxpayer citizens to pay for it. So hey, listen, look, yeah, we already know how that's going. So I'm guessing they, he's like, screw that, let Tiffany do what she's gonna do.
In a call to action letter, the village's board of trustees called Tuesday night's fight disgraceful.
All those in favor say aye. You go.
The brawl started after Brown called Henyard an expletive. Henyard and her significant other were among those in the brawl. Henyard's lawyers say she stepped in to break up the fight. Since taking office in 2021, Henyard has been at the center of controversies. WGN Investigates uncovered Henyard and her allies billed more than $100,000 on lavish travel and meals to taxpayers in Dalton. And
right, let's not forget about the what was that? I think that truck cost what, $97,000, something like that. Almost $100,000 truck that she went and bought. On the taxpayer dimes and stuff like that. Man, come on, man. The Tahoe. Remember that?
Independent investigation conducted by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot concluded there was a pattern of unchecked spending.
And that's all we've been asking for. Accountability, transparency, doing the right thing.
Some residents say they've had enough, and if Henyard won't resign from her positions, they want the state to force the matter. In June, we asked Governor J.B. Pritzker if that was even possible.
The reality is that there are already two pretty significant investigations going on. And so we'll support them in every way that we can. But it's really just a matter of, do you want everybody running over each other in those investigations, or do you want, two concerted efforts toward getting the facts?
We already know Prisca on some bullshit out here anyway. Yeah, it is what it is, though. But see, though, this is what I'm talking about here. This woman has been terrorizing the people of Dalton in that township for well over 2 years, at least a year and some change. 2 years. I'm just say 2 years. It makes no sense. Come on now. They been knew that this woman was down there doing these types of deeds.
Today's Zoom call, participants also discussed voting her out of office if she isn't removed. Henyard is not part of Thornton Township's upcoming election for a supervisor. She lost a spot on that ballot in December, but she is rerunning for mayor of Dalton. However, she faces fierce competition.
Right, as she should, because it's crazy that at the end of the day, though, this woman has been getting away with so much stuff, hiring ex-cons that were, accused of, doing things with small people and stuff like that. And, having him be in charge of, what was it he was in charge of? Going to inspect people's homes that have also children in them, which is illegal with him having that charge. Come on now, let's not forget these things. This is wild out here, the things that she's been pulling.
As opponents called for the mayor of Dalton to resign, she is defending herself tonight. Tiffany Henyard says she is staying put and running for re-election. Henyard says if she wins, she will choose employees much more carefully. The mayor of Dalton has had nothing to say in person about the investigation into village finances until today.
I understand everybody want me to be the target. I understand everybody want me to be the bad guy for everything that goes on in the village, but that's not the truth.
Tiffany Henyard met with us and her attorney to comment on the report. They say Henyard released a statement Tuesday, but it didn't get much attention. Henyard says she's being blamed for the actions of others.
You're the boss.
Do everybody know what their employees do? No.
Hold on. And see, this is the type of crap that we be talking about right here. Now, I'm not trying to do the gender thing here. But Jesus Christ, man, accountability needs to be had. Like, this is wild right here. Tiffany. I mean, the writing is on the wall. How can you not clearly see? Yeah, I know you know everything that you've done to these people in the village and also Dalton these past few years here, spending all this money that they don't have, overpaying police officers, doing all types of egregious things, taking trips. And then we still, like I said in my other broadcast about the situation when I showed you guys about the fight, we still haven't heard about what happened in Vegas with that young lady that she fired on the low key side out here. We still have it. And then I also did a broadcast about that young lady when she did speak out. It's all it's on my page. This is wild right here. We still haven't heard about that. Man, come on, man. This is too much. It's too much. And the people are tired of the township and Dalton, and they want her gone. She needs to go. But at the end of the day, though, her pride, her ignorance would not allow her to go head on and mosey on down the damn road out here.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
But do you feel responsibility because they were your employees?
I feel responsibility to tell the truth, and that's what I'm doing.
On Monday, former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot revealed expenses ballooned during Henyard's tenure that led to a deficit of $3.65 million at one point. Lightfoot reports anything over $5,000 needed trustee approval, but that protocol wasn't followed, and instead the village was paying off expenses from 6 different credit cards that included few receipts from places like Wayfair and Amazon, and over 40
Amazon, Target, Walgreens, Wayfair, Walgreens, Gifty. She paying? I mean, what the fuck was she buying? Man, come on.
$1,000 for items for an ice skating rink. Henyard contends the expenses were approved and that she was not the one making purchases.
Put the responsibility where it goes. I understand everybody wants to be the mayor. It's not the mayor. It's people put in place.
Lori Lightfoot's not interested in fact, but in spectacle. She's interested in political theater that's going to help her, not the people.
Okay, so hold on here. Okay, so dude,
not the.
Why you got to read this shit off of paper?
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Why you got to read it off of paper though? Get out of here, dude.
People.
Lightfoot spokesperson shared a comment which reads in part, Mayor Henyard and others systematically withheld the truth from trustees and the public about the true financial state of the village. The spokesperson goes on to say, the facts speak for themselves, and no amount of spin can overcome the tragic reality of her tenure as mayor of the village of Dalton. A day after the Lightfoot report, social media lit up with videos of a scuffle at a Thornton Township meeting where Henyard is supervisor. Henyard is seen in this video getting involved in the chaos. Her lawyer claims someone from outside Dalton,
Right. Didn't look like she was trying to break up the fight though.
who attended the meeting, swung a knife at the mayor's boyfriend.
These men are attacking him with a deadly weapon, and the mayor, fearing for his safety, did go toward that crowd, risking getting hurt herself.
Her attorney claims that coverage of the incident unfairly villainizes Henyard.
Okay, so now the talk about a knife had broke out. Now, if you go back and watch my last report, watch my last broadcast, when I did do the broadcast about the situation, I showed you the actual footage, behind the scenes stuff like that. Nobody said anything about a knife got pulled. The report on it, the news didn't. Nobody said anything. Now all of a sudden, a knife got pulled. Tiffany feared for her boy toy's life, so she decided to jump in. What the fuck was she gonna do when a knife get pulled? What was she supposed to do?
What the French toast is there to think about?
What was Tiffany supposed to do if allegedly a knife got pulled? I mean, what was she supposed to do? Turn into Diana Prince and break out the golden rope and make everybody sit down? What the fuck was she gonna do?
We should mention no one was arrested or charged in that incident in
Right.
Thornton Township. Now, meantime,
But a
the
knife got
Dalton board
pulled.
meets on Monday. But after what happened in Thornton, Mark and Cheryl, Tiffany Henyard says she's unlikely to attend unless they beef up security.
Watch.
Unless they beef up security. Man, it is what it is at this point. Like I said in the previous broadcast when I did on this, these people want this woman gone immediately. And now, which they should have done last year some damn time, was got in contact with the governor of the state, the state's attorney, things like that. They should have been did this. But, it is what it is at that point. I mean, it's just a crazy situation that this woman has been terrorizing these people for so long now. It's come to this point to where a whole brawl breaks out at a township meeting amongst, citizens and government officials. This is highly dangerous thought process that is going on here. She has to go. She's so delusional that she can't even understand that she's actually the whole problem in this scenario. And it's sad to see. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.